Yeah, Joy Ripslinger, Molly Bourne, Emily Venters all made their presence felt yesterday, and they're off in this final heat. And again, it's such a tightly compacted group up front with the first 50 meters.
So again, Bourne, she ran 10:10 yesterday, which would have been under the Kansas record as well. Unfortunately, Kaylee Logue kicked her down in the final meters. You see her there in hip 2. So you know she's out to get a little revenge, even if Logue's not in this section. Again, an Adidas Dream Mile spot on the line, out very, very aggressively. I got to think that's Melgares. We don't have a hip 11 on our entry sheet. Melgares was originally scheduled to be in section 3, and with no hip 11 to go off of, I imagine that that's who this is. Hip 11 is Melgares, and she is your leader through the first lap. And this split will tell us a lot about what pace we're on. All right. So nothing insane. It's 71.9. They were about 72 through the first lap in our previous section, so not blowing anything out of the water yet. Of course, that is 4:44 pace. They're not going to run that quick in these conditions. And it looks like it's even going to slow down and maybe be a little bit tactical. Some experienced runners in here. They're not going to make any foolish mistakes and try to go for it with 3 laps to go. Molly Bourne in good position there on the outside. Hip 3 moving up. That's Emily Venters. As we mentioned, she's run 5:05 this year. She's surely set to go much quicker than that.
You mentioned the experience earlier, and this is a very experienced field. No one is younger than a junior. Lots of experience, lots of miles they have run. So, like you said, it's going to be a very tactical last 3 laps or so.
So Molly Bourne taking the bold move of going to the front. It's kind of what she did in the 3200 yesterday. It got her caught at the finish. She ran a fantastic time. But I'm a bit surprised that she's going for it this early. We're not even quite halfway yet.
Yeah, especially with what she learned yesterday. You're right. I'm very surprised that she has gotten out to a 3 or so meter lead.
So at halfway, we were at 2:28. And Bourne had nearly a second advantage on the field, but here comes Joy Ripslinger. She has a 4:33 1500 best, which converts to about a mid 450s 1600. Or I guess that would be about 450 in the 1600, excuse me. But it's Bourne and then Ripslinger, your 2 favorites, and they're occupying the top 2 spots as we approach our final lap.
The field is still very tightly compact. We've seen in the last couple heats that there has been a lead group of 3 or 4 athletes, but they're all in line with the exception of 2 stragglers. But you're right, Molly Bourne coming up with just over a lap left.
This is going to be a long and lonely lap for Molly Bourne. See if she can hang on and punch her ticket to Boston this summer. Joy Ripslinger is coming. Her of 4:33 1500 speed. This is going to be a very entertaining battle over the final 350. Now, there are still other athletes in this field besides our top 2. And it's Venters in 3rd trying to make up the difference. It's about a 3 meter gap between Bourne and Ripslinger, and the same behind Ripslinger to Venters. Or excuse me, that's Allie Ryan of Jinx, my mistake. So Allie Ryan now in 3rd place. Venters there on green has fallen back into about 5th. Bourne still has the lead with 150 to go. Ripslinger looks like she is about to pounce, though. And we approach our final 100, a spot in the Adidas Dream Mile on the line. And here comes Joy Ripslinger, the senior from Davenport Assumption, will blow past Molly Bourne. A little deja vu from yesterday in the 3200. As Bourne's going to have to settle for second. Joy Ripslinger will win the Kansas Relay 1600 and punch her ticket to the Adidas Dream Mile. 4:55.69 with a 1:10 last lap. That'll do it for Joy Ripslinger. She is your champion. Molly Bourne grabs second, 4:56. Elizabeth Renault, 4:57. Overall, 4 ladies under 5 minutes. Excellent work from the girls' quick section of the 1600.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great finish to that one. I'm a little surprised that Bourne didn't learn from what we saw transpire yesterday, but still, she ran a great race. And
she had to, she had to shoot her shot. She had to go for it, and she did that. Probably was aware that she didn't have the finishing speed of Ripslinger. Unfortunately, it showed there, but yeah, she'll learn from that experience.
She'll definitely learn. A junior, so she'll have one more year